Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Donya Marie and welcome to my first YouTube video ever. I'm really excited because this has been a long time in the making. Like literally I've been planning this for like ever, but I haven't been able to really sit down and dedicate myself because of school stuff and other responsibilities that I had. If you don't know me, I'm an aspiring model, pageant girl, and hopefully one day entertainment journalist. And I promised you guys I'd be doing a Q&A. Thank you to everyone who sent in a question. I really do appreciate your guys' support, and I'll be answering all those questions right now. So let's get started. So the first question is, what are some of your favorite TV shows? So definitely Game of Thrones, Scandal, The Walking Dead. I was into Jane the Virgin. I'm really behind. I watched stuff like Salem, and then I really like historical shows like Reign and The Tudors, which I binge watched in like a few days, so I'm sad those are over. But anything that's like historical, especially with European history, I absolutely go crazy about. And question number 2 is, do you have any nicknames? So I don't really have any like specific nicknames, but my family calls me Marie. That's my middle name. My mom will mainly call me Marie. But that's about it. It's usually just her. Sometimes she calls me Mariela, but that's about it. I don't really have any other nicknames. People do like to butcher my name a lot, like Diana and Dana. Okay, so next question is Twilight, Hunger Games, or Harry Potter? I'm definitely gonna have to go Twilight with this one just because I went through the whole Twilight craze when it came out. I read every single book like 1,000 times, and I was there for every single midnight premiere for every Twilight movie that was released. I'm not going to completely cast out Harry Potter just because my family, like a lot of my family members really like Harry Potter. And I mean, I can watch the movies. I've never read the books, but you know, now that they made the Harry Potter world here at Universal Studios Hollywood, it was kind of exciting. But Hunger Games I've never really been like an extreme fan of. They're pretty good movies, but I've just never really like sat down and read the books or wanted to like really watch any of the movies. Question number 4 is, what's one place you have traveled to? I've traveled to a lot of places, you guys. If you ask me like one of the one things I absolutely love to do, it's traveling. I love to travel everywhere and kind of just like learn people's like, you know, traditions and cultures and just experience them. One of the most significant places I have to say that I've traveled is definitely Vienna, just because I love Europe. You know, if I love my European history, I obviously love Europe. So my dream is to go to Paris and see the Eiffel Tower, but Vienna, there's something just historical and, you know, majestic about it, the buildings and just the atmosphere. So I really love going there, especially during New Year's with all like the fireworks. It's the absolute best. I love it. And number 5 is, are you a dog or a cat person? Cat person without a doubt. It's not that I don't like dogs, I love dogs, but cats just seem to like really take care of themselves. And I don't know, I have a cat of my own. She's a tuxedo cat and she's absolutely adorable, but you know, I maybe one day I'll have a dog in the future, but for now I am more of a cat person. And number 6 is Nike or Adidas? This is a tough question for me just because I was Nike for a long time. I do have like a lot of Nike apparel, but Adidas is actually winning me over right now just with everything that they're coming out with, but maybe Nike will win me back one day. And number 7 is, what sports have you played? So I went through a lot of sports. I actually went through dance for like the first, I'd say from the age about 5 to about, I want to say like 15 or 12 when I ended dancing. I started dancing, I started with ballet, obviously, like every little girl's dream is to be like a ballerina. So I started with ballet, tap, jazz, I did hip hop, and then from there I went on to gymnastics, rhythm gymnastics, and that's when I started getting into sports right after I ended gymnastics. I started with swimming. I was on the swim team for a long time, not in school, just an outside swim team, and then I did soccer for about 7 to 8 years. I did try cheerleading in between of soccer and gymnastics, and from soccer I tried lacrosse. I found my passion for sports in lacrosse, and it's sad because they didn't start the lacrosse team at my high school until my junior year, so I only got to play in the varsity team for my junior and varsity year. in junior and senior year, and but it was the absolute best years of my life, I'd have to say, bonding with your team and playing a sport that you actually just found a passion for. I didn't get to go on to college and play just because of like my extracurricular modeling and like pageant activities, but you know, whenever I get the chance to play like at the beach or at the park with my old teammates, I do. I actually did do cross country for a little bit. It wasn't my favorite, but my heart still set on lacrosse. Number 8 is, what's your dream job? My dream job, I love this question because I answer it because I know exactly what I want. I want to be a entertainment journalist, but more specifically, I would love to be a TV host or TV correspondent on E! News with E! Entertainment. That's my ultimate dream. I want to be Juliana Rancic. I want to be Zuri Ha, Maria Menounos, all those amazing women. I've been following them for years now, and I watch E! News and E! Entertainment religiously, all of the shows. So hopefully one day I'll be able to work for NBC, and you know, I want an on-air job, and that's what I'm aiming for. That's why I'm studying journalism and media studies at school as well. But you know, one day maybe you'll see me on TV. And question number 9 is, what inspired you to start making videos? So I really wanted to start making videos just to share with you guys my world. If you don't know, I'm half Mexican and half Pakistani, so it's like this combined culture, and it's a really different world, I'd have to say. Anyone who is, you know, has mixed ethnicities and mixed race knows what I'm talking about. It's a struggle in society, but it's also a blessing. For me, it's always been a blessing just to be able to experience these two very different cultures, and I'm thankful for it every single day. But ultimately, I made this YouTube channel to share that with you guys, to share my modeling world, my pageant world, and just, you know, to be able to give you guys content that you want to see, whatever you guys, you know, desire to see and want to see from me. I'm really open to any kind of videos. But yeah, a lot of people wanted me to start this channel for quite a long time now. A lot of my family members, you know, really wanted me to do it, and a lot of people would tell me, you should start a YouTube channel and really start, you know, showing yourself and your message to people. So that's exactly what I wanted to start doing. So next question is, what is Mexistani? I kind of just answered that question. So it's basically just my Pakistani ethnicity and my Mexican ethnicity mixed together, so it becomes Mexistani. So a lot of the times you'll see like hashtag Mexistani on a lot of my stuff, like on social media, and that's basically what it means, because it suits me. I think it rings really well, and it's kind of fun, you know, anytime anyone asks me like, so what are you? I'm like, oh, I'm a Mexistani. I'm half Mexican and half Pakistani. So it's just a little fun little word I like to call myself. But anytime you see it on my social media, that's what it means. Now you guys know. Number 11 is, what are your favorite makeup products? So I have a lot of my favorite makeup products, but I think if anyone's makeup line is my favorite right now, it's Kat Von D. Just because I absolutely love her liquid lipsticks. I'm wearing Lolita right now, and they're just my absolute favorite. Like I have tried so many liquid lipsticks before. I'm also a big lipstick person, so that's why I like jumped immediately to like lipstick. But I also really like the Kylie Cosmetic liquid lipsticks. I really like the formula and how they stayed on for like ever. So if I'm ever at an event or something important or eating somewhere, it kind of just like stays on. I don't really have to reapply it that much. And I really did like that. Also, I'm obsessed right now with the Carly Bible palette by BH Cosmetics. The first one that came out, I don't have her newer like deluxe one, but I absolutely love it. I'm wearing it right now too. All of my eyes, everything is Carly Bible, BH Cosmetics right now. But I'm obsessed with that one. I'll usually go for that one first before any other palette, but you know, I do like to try different things. I also love Anastasia Beverly Hills. Her products are amazing, as always. Everyone knows that. But yeah, stuff like that, all those products. I have many more that I love. I also use Tarte Cosmetics for my foundation, the Amazonian Clay. It's the only one that I've been using for like years. But I'm open to, you know, new suggestions for foundations, just because my skin has always been a little bit rough. I've had acne for such a long time, and the Tarte Cosmetics doesn't make me break out. It's actually just sits really nicely on my skin. Number 12 is, do you always do your makeup or do you get it done? So I don't always get it done. if it's like a modeling gig and I'm doing runway or, you know, a fashion show, or it's like a photo shoot for like an editorial shoot that they need to have their own makeup, they usually do it for me. But as far as events where they give me the choice to do my makeup, I'll usually end up doing it myself just because I feel like no one else knows my face better than I do. But I only get my makeup done by like a few people and they know who they are because they do an amazing job and they follow like exactly everything that I like on my face. I just feel like no one really knows my face as best as I do, and you know, the little things that I like to do with my makeup. But a lot of the times, you know, if I'm given the choice, I will do my makeup, but I don't always do it. Sometimes I don't have a choice, especially for modeling stuff. They do need to have like their own makeup done. Number 13 is, how many times have you visited Pakistan? I want to say that I visited about 4 or 5 times. I can't really think of it the exact number, but I'm gonna say it's approximately 4 or 5 times. We were just there this last December, end of December, early January for like 2 weddings in the family, and it was crazy, but it's always fun to reconnect with your family and your culture, and you know, it's always a new experience going there. It's definitely a culture shock, but it's important for me just to stay connected. You know, I have my Mexican culture here, my Pakistani culture over there, and my entire family is over there, so it's important for me to be able to go there and, you know, just connect back to my family, my cousins, my aunts. But you know, I might be there again soon for my wedding in a few years. The next question this is question number 14, so we're almost through with it. I'm aware that you have a long distance relationship. Where does your fiance live? So if you guys don't know, I am engaged. His name is Ozair and he lives in Vienna, Austria. I know that sounds crazy to some people because whenever I tell people that, they're like, what the heck? Like, why is he over there and how did you guys meet? Yeah, so he lives in Vienna, Austria. We do have a long distance relationship and it's been you know, difficult, but we make it work. We do everything we can to, you know, stay connected through messages, Skype, but he's far away, but he does come every summer. He'll be here in a month, so I'm excited. Maybe I'll do a little vlog for you guys when he comes and I pick him up. I know some of you have always asked, like, you know, what's it like when you pick him up? Are you excited? Are you nervous? So let me know if you guys want to see something like that. The next question is, how did you and your fiance meet? So this is a kind of a long story, but I'm gonna try and, like, you know, long story short here. We were 3, I was 3 and he was 4, I believe. We visit his family often in Vienna, especially during the winters because there's like snow and it's pretty, and you know, the Christmas lights are out. But yeah, I think the first time we ever met, like we ever like saw each other, was when I was 3 and he was 4, and we did get along pretty well. Like, you know, we were kids and he was kind of in that like girls have cooties stage and I was in the like boys have cooties stage, but he was kind of mean to me and I always make fun of him for that. I remember we bought him like a bicycle or something and we brought it and he wouldn't let me like use it at all, and he never wanted to play with me on the playground, and he was kind of a mean little boy to me. We hadn't talked very much after we were like 10 and 11 the last time we saw each other. We kind of just kept in touch very seldomly, but we went back and we started talking, and you know, things kind of just went on from there, and a year later we got engaged. And let's see, next question is, oh, where is it? Oh, how did you and your fiance, oh, we just did that one. How do you and your fiance manage the long distance? So the biggest thing I'll have to say for that is communication, obviously. You need to be able to communicate well on every level, on every topic. You know, this was kind of a challenge for us at the beginning just because we were so new to the whole long distance thing. But we kind of, you know, we were able to find a way where we could communicate and have a discussion about anything and be comfortable with each other. I think it's important to have trust. Trust and communication are 2 of the most important things because you are far away and you need to be able to trust each other no matter where you guys are or what you're doing. Without trust, you know, that relationship's just going to crumble and, you know, fall apart. But we really are, you know, we hold each other up. We're pillars for each other. Whenever there's an issue or a problem, We are our own support system for each other. He supports me in anything that I do, and you know, I support him in anything that he does. And without that support, I know that it would be harder to get through things, especially with school, but we really do try to encourage ourselves, you know, and tell ourselves that, you know, one day this weight will all be over and we'll be together soon. Next question is, how old were you when you started pageants and modeling? So I was about, I want to say I was 14 when I started pageants, and I was about 13ish when I started modeling. So modeling came before pageants. I was like in this modeling course that really inspired me to, you know, start going into pageantry. People were like, why don't you try this pageant? And there was like this pageant that was going on for my area. So I was Miss, right after that I became Miss STB CoverGirl in 2012. And then I became Miss Teen Eastlake 2013. And after that I kind of just like, you know, kept competing in pageants, and I got a few more titles, and I've come a long way. But you know, I kind of just taught myself everything. I wasn't really trained or coached. At the beginning I was really just, you know, watching YouTube videos on how to walk, do runway, and how to do your, you know, your pageant walk, and I kind of just learned from there. It was a passion. It was something that I found my passion in. And from there, you know, when you have a passion for something, you want to keep going, you want to learn more, and that's exactly what happened for me. I wanted to walk better, so I practiced every single day in my house, down the hallway. I would put my heels on and stuff like that, you know. When you really find a passion and a love for something, you put your 110% into it, and that's exactly what I did. So from there, I kind of just kept going, and I'm not done yet. I'm still, you know, going, and you'll see more of me in the pageant world, definitely. Let's see. Question number 18 is, how has your cultural background and travels influenced you as a title holder? So I love this question just because I feel like my culture, my background, my travels are exactly what define me as a person and as a title holder. It has opened my eyes to a lot of things. It has taught me to appreciate people no matter what race and, you know, ethnicity, color, religion. It absolutely, I don't think that any of that matters. After viewing so much diversity in my life, going to Pakistan, going to Mexico, and all these other different places that I've been to, you realize that we are all the same. We're all humans, and you know, although we have these different, you know, appearances, it doesn't matter. We're here together in this world, and that's exactly what inspired me to do pageants, is you know, to unify people. As a title holder, it's your job to serve your community and to be a positive influence. It's not just the crown or, you know, the pretty dresses and the makeup. Even though I love that and it's a great part of being a title holder, my main concern as a title holder is, what can I give back to the community? What change and impact will I be making this year as, you know, whatever title I have at the moment? But my travels and my cultural background, it's really what I use to define myself also in pageantry. You know, it's not something you come across every single day. So when I tell the judges or anything like that, you know, I'm half Mexican, I'm half Pakistani, I've been here, there, you know, they get interested because that's what our world needs right now, especially with what's going on. We need more unification, we need more understanding of different, you know, cultures and traditions, religions, and that's exactly what I aim to do. So next question is, what are some obstacles you had to face in pageants and how did you overcome it? So I would definitely say there was some racial discrimination in some pageants that I did, and that's something I have to unfortunately say that I'm used to, but I don't ever let it stop me from pursuing what I believe that I can achieve. Some pageants are, you know, they're all very different. You just have to find the one that has your message. My platform is raising awareness against bullying, and I have a whole story about that with my experiences with bullying, which I'll do a whole other video on, you know, talking about my campaign and everything that I've done with it. But also another thing that I've kind of gone through Sorry, my phone's ringing, guys. Something else that I've kind of gone through with pageants is dishonesty. There are some pageants out there that I've competed in that were very dishonest. The results were completely, dishonest, and I had a great time with the girls that I met, and obviously the friendships are amazing, but at the end of the day, it hurts my heart to see that, someone didn't get the title and recognition that they deserve just because, there was some dishonest actions going on. And I'm not going to say that all pageants are like that. They're not, because I have competed in several, and I have met, some of the greatest directors and girls and, contestants and faculty and staff that, have been a part of, a pageant organization. But there's also been those that I've been really disappointed in, just because I'm a strong believer in, you work hard to get what you achieve, and to see something be thrown away like that, especially for a young woman, it's not fair. But the pageants that I have done that are positive, I've always had the greatest time. I'll never forget them, and I still have, friendships with the people that I met during pageants. Some of my best friends have become girls that I've met through pageants, and that's for real. Like, even though you hear girls say, oh, the best part of pageants is friendships, like, no, it really is, you guys. Like, you don't understand. Like, you meet girls from different cultures and, traditions and backgrounds, and it's amazing to meet these, incredible young women who have these passions and desires as you do, and to share that with them. You become, good friends because you guys have that in common. And I believe this is the last question. Oh, also in modeling, obstacles that I've had to face. I didn't get to answer that, but definitely the fact that I'm not a size 0 and I'm not the tallest. I'm not 6 feet tall. I'm not a size 0 to 2. I've always been definitely a more curvier person, and I'm not ashamed to say it, just because I accept my body. Yes, it's great to be fit and healthy. There is ways to balance that, to be comfortable in your own skin and stay healthy at the same time. And I am a strong believer in being healthy. I go to the gym regularly. I do try and eat well. And, I have my days where I eat wherever I want, but that has always been an issue. I've gotten turned down a lot for that. I've lost a lot of gigs because I'm not tall enough, or I'm not skinny enough, or my chest is too big, or my waist is too, big also, and that's okay. I've never let that, destroy my dream. I've never let that stop me from, going on. I've achieved a lot by myself, and I'm not afraid to say that. I'm not with an agency or anyone. I don't have a manager at the moment. I'm basically freelance modeling, but it has really changed me as a person, and I'm not gonna lie, even on my own, it has been a life-changing experience. Even with all the obstacles and the negativity and the criticism that I've had to face, I would still keep going, because it's made me a confident person, from being like a really bullied person, and I've now become a very confident young woman, and I'm proud of that. So I believe the last question is, in what moment in your life did you find your passion for modeling, and what inspired you? So I kind of touched on this a little bit already, but when I was younger, I'll talk about this more also in my other bullying campaign video, but I was bullied for my Pakistani ethnicity. I was called basically a terrorist, and don't talk to her because she's gonna blow up your house and stuff like that. And it's kind of like the stuff that's going on right now, and what's going on right now, it did kind of like scare me, just because it's something I've experienced my whole life. So it is kind of a scary thing to see it reappearing so strongly. But yeah, I was shattered as I was bullied. My self-esteem dropped, and when I started modeling, I kind of found the meaning within myself again, especially with pageants. I was like, you know what? I started this pageant, I have this title, what can I do with it? I told myself, what better way to give back to the community than to, work with the cause that I've had experience with, that I can connect with. So I decided to, dedicate my platform to bullying, and it's been a great experience being able to go to different schools and talk to kids about, bullying, how to get help, how to, stop someone when they see bullying and not being a bystander. So I have a lot more to say about that, but that's basically what inspired me to keep going with my modeling, and to keep up with my pageants and, you know, appearances throughout the community and making a difference. Even now that, you know, I'm not too active in pageants at the moment, I'm more active in, you know, dedicating myself towards this YouTube channel and my school. It still is important for me to give back to my community, so I'm still finding ways to make that difference. But yeah, so that's basically what inspired me. I have so much more inspiration, you know, than just that. It's seeing the impact that I've been making. When you see little girls come up to you and you're like, oh, you know, they tell you you're a princess and stuff like that. It's really heartwarming, and you know, you love that, and it's the feeling of, you know, watching your results in a positive way and seeing that your hard work is paying off. So that's always, you know, encouraging, and I know I want to keep going with pageants. And like I said, it's not just the beauty part, it's not just the crown, it's also your service to the community, and that's always what I stress, you know, when I'm competing for a pageant, is, or to any girl who wants to do a pageant. I feel that if you have the dream to do a pageant, there's always this stereotype behind pageants that they're bad, and you know, they teach girls to be, you know, this, you know, society, like the standard that society wants them to be. No, it's not about that. You know, the stupid pageant girl stereotype is my absolute, I just hate it. Because pageants really do empower women. They do the exact opposite of making them stupid. They empower them. These are intelligent women with missions and messages that they want to give to the community. These are women who are educated and, you know, are athletic, or they have other talents that they have, and they want to show the world, they want to share with other people in order to make this world a better place. And I know there's always the joke of world peace, but you know, we should always somehow be thinking of world peace and everything that any strong leader in the community or in the world is doing. That's what they're working towards. They're working towards world peace. So you know, there's always miscongeniality, and they have the joke of, like, you know, world peace. But that's a pageant girl's favorite joke. But at the same time, it's kind of true, just because that's what we're working for. All of our platforms contribute towards some sort of world peace. So I thought that was funny, but at the same time, you know, we are leaders of society. But yeah, that's also what inspires me. And I think that was the last question, guys. So I did talk a lot, but if you guys have any other questions you want to ask me, don't be shy. Send me, you know, messages. You can contact me on any of my social media accounts. I think my Snapchat and my Instagram are exactly the same. They're Danya Marie 9. So basically my two names on my YouTube channel, and add a 9 because 9 is my favorite number. So if you can, you know, if you want to contact me there. I also have a Facebook. You can send me a friend request there too, or I also have a public page called Danya Mumtaz. So I have plenty of places that you guys can contact me at. Let me know what you guys want to see. I will be doing, you know, stuff on fashion, beauty, lifestyle. You will see some celebrity review, gossip also, just because, you know, I like my celebrity news and celebrity fashion. But, you know, don't ever feel afraid to contact me. Please subscribe and give a thumbs up. Tell people about it. You know, I have followers already that have been, you know, following me along my journey since the beginning. So thank you to you guys for always supporting me. I am so grateful. I'm so excited to be finally having this YouTube channel up and running. I will have a blog coming soon, you guys. It's in the works. I'm trying to, you know, get it all set up and make it look all nice for you guys. I'll have more information about my bullying campaign and my travels and just stuff for you guys to, you know, keep in touch with me for. So ultimately this is to connect with my followers, connect with all of you guys, and to share a little bit of my world. So yeah, don't be shy, contact me, subscribe, give a thumbs up, and thanks guys. I'll see you guys next time.